Hello and welcome back to WTCL round 9 of Autopolis. We are in Japan for the first time this season, and we scored a pole and away we
We
go.
are racing in
And
Japan
Nomura
for
is
the
second.
well, of course, at his home event, I do believe it's
Yeah,
Blue Town One, and of course, I also do believe it's also Shogun and Mango's. So, plenty
yeah.
of home races this weekend.
Ranga has a special livery for this weekend.
It's a special livery. So, yeah, got over the lead, followed by Nomura. Munat completing out the podium as he goes down the inside of Boucher. Boucher comes right back round the outside, then sends it back up the inside. These two have just allowed Nomura and Cordova to dance away. Crowell with another strong showing early on in fifth. They're followed by Babinun and Lixaro in ninth, and then DA Torres, Mendes, Balish, and Mingus and Dio running out the points. Also another home race for Nakajima on his WTCL debut. As we see there, Lixaro going down the inside on Crowell. Couldn't get it done though. Stays P6. What's been a surprisingly good season for the player. And then comes two Peregrines in 7th and 8th, then Torres, who's saving Drake. And then Knight in that special livery is 10th. Going down the inside on Torres. Bit of contact there, that didn't happen. Then Valentine Mendes. So Munat is. No, it is Munat. It is Mendes. He is 12th. Linguist is next. Dion, who starts the reverse race on pole. Running out the points just ahead of Rezio and Nikolaev. But two-way fight at the front, the Moa and Cordova. Yeah, you can see a mile down the road from that, only fighting as Munat and Boucher. Esther looking really strong at the moment. Have to always see if they can keep this up. But also Goldschmidt is behind Nakajima at the back of the field. So just when you thought things couldn't get even worse for his season, he's now behind a guy who's stuck 7th in JTCL. So there's that. But either way, across the line to start the second of 12 laps here.
Nomura is really close.
Very
As
close.
Boucher.
Kayasuke Nomura looking for his third win of the season. He's tied with Ezio at the moment for the most wins this season. Oh, and David Lester. Him, Lester, and Ezio have all picked up. We've got yellow flags.
I think
So
that's
that's
Peregrine
not
car
over.
again.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Babinu. No idea now. For Peregrine.
overtook Torres.
Well, DA's had 3 this season. And now Babinu's had 3 this season. What the end Peregrine from a decent point position blow up. But a trend that's accelerated in recent weeks. I'm not sure why, but there we go. That's a move by Boucher down the inside on Munat and to the hairpin. But Munat's got the better traction. Going to hold that position. Crown might have a look at Boucher now. Boucher takes a tighter line to prevent the counter attack from Crowbo. So then the in 6th. And then a gap back to the sole remaining Peregrine in D8. And then Torres is up to 8th place. And he started 10th, so good start for him. You see Boucher again trying to hold a look at Munat. Not going to happen there. Crow will be very happy with this P5. He really has been the star driver in the last couple of weeks. The outside team of glimpse landed down the midfield. Crow has been right up there in the front in most races, to be fair. But either way, see this then all right behind these, to be fair, is Roman Lichtensteiner, who I don't think many people would have anticipated having such a strong season this year. Well, 2 podiums and he's 5th in the championship coming into this weekend. Cracked down by Boucher. CNDA. So the flight goes back. Dion, there's Ezio, and Sloveno. That's a little
Big
fight here.
battle.
Rodel and Leicester fighting it out for 18th place. And Rodel, well, she was ahead. Leicester kind of swept down the inside, but as if Rodel's going to hold that. We have a look here. Blue Star 1, that 3, up 12. Let's see. Oh! They got a bit close there. Boucher definitely angling like she could go for the move here.
Munat went wider to defend the inside.
Oh, Firmino. Something happened to Firmino. So is he out? I think Firmino's out. Just he was out
Yeah,
of the point
the
anyway,
same
but I think
place.
he's out. Yeah.
Well,
Engine.
a little bit later.
So that's another forward reliability issue this season. So Well, Firmino's out, and that really does kind of compel his awful season 5, to be fair.
Santos is falling apart.
Yeah,
Uh,
Firmino's now 5 wait, where he's not picked up a point. And the other 4 he finished. So, and if he's going to score in the sprint race, he's going to pick up 7 places. So it could be 6 races in a row about a point for good Firmino.
it is
You know, teammate
likely.
Hackinson, yeah. I mean, if you put Hackinson on the high in my clock, as it stands right now, he's only going to have picked up 1 point for the last 4 races. So, yeah, there's falling apart for Santos.
Yeah, they've been getting slower and slower. I don't think Firmino can break his streak anytime soon.
Well, the road is definitely close to Cordova, but we haven't really seen much overtaking here. Track's not even, it's slightly narrow, it's not that narrow. But there we go. Maybe if they're by the Mura, trying to get a win at his home event.
On there is a move by Ezio on the outside of Dion.
Gets it done.
On, yeah, Ezio into the points.
Well, point at the moment, but there we go. 14th place for him, Balashin 13th, no ideal with the stop or title charge. Although saying that, Balashin's going down the inside of Nikolaev, got a bit out of shape into the corner. And that's just allowed Nikolaev to just stay ahead. It didn't look like he might go back up the inside, but he didn't try it.
And now it looks like Kra will pressure Bouchard rather than Bouchard going forward.
To see though, could have just been a slow few corners of Bouchard. Away and see across the line. Lap 5 begins. Half 12 here. Oh, was that contact? That was contact! Pal gets past, but she might get penalised.
From really far back. Yeah,
she just rams it into the back of Boucher. Like a misbreak or something like that. We have seen those kinds of incidents go 50-50 in the past, to be fair.
Cordova
was it?
That
Was that contact, or was that legitimately just another bottling another race win?
Now Cordova.
So, it's all kicking off here.
I already made a mistake in turn 1.
Yeah, it looked like the back end just snapped. And then goes towards the hairpin. Well, the little turn here. Yeah, just the rear grip has just not existed for Cordova on this lap. I'm not sure if he's used up the rear tyres a lot or what's happened there, but no rear grip for Cordova this lap. And as you can see, the motor's already 7 tenths up the road. So, Nürburgring bottling another race win at the moment. You get to see it all over again tomorrow. So we have a look here. Oh yeah, so Lixer is now going to be the next one to try and get past Boucher. So we have a look here. Another while, and S&DA is slowly working his way up to the back of this train as well. So he could be in for a good haul of points today.
Munat is 1 second ahead of this pack.
Yeah, so that, to be fair, probably helped out with the fact that Krell ran into the back of Boucher and slowed everyone down and behind, but still. Clover's now drops basically a second behind the mower.
Oh, and this
Is it
is
going to hit a
ahead of,
Balachin or
yeah.
something? Now Balachin's actually coming under pressure from both Dion and Atkinson. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this. But at the moment, well, the main title fight coming into this weekend is Stoffel and Esther. Currently, Stoffel got away with this with a 13th and 14th place finish. Meanwhile, Esther have got a race win at 5th and the fastest lap. More than miles clear in the championship going into tomorrow. And you'd have to say if the result stays like this right now, Esther have to be a strong favourite for the title coming out of this weekend. This is going to look at Dion, didn't really get going. It was a little I think this on to the back of Haley Knight in that special livery Mango.
Oh, this is contact.
Yeah, that just upset the rear of Knight a little bit there. Either way. Well followed by Boucher and Lichtenstein. Fourth position. See if Blanco Quell. So he comes in here. Of course, got up to P4 after contact with Boucher. We'll see how that gets penalised. They have got 50-50 with those in 4. He's running in P4 at the moment.
And Boucher got severe damage.
Yeah.
And the text is barely readable on the back of the car.
Into turn 1, let's have a look. Gonna happen there. Let's see. Look by Lichtenstein down the inside. Nope.
The Mendes got ahead of Torres.
Yeah. Let's point that out to be fair. Oh, I think Knight held up in Torres there. Not about that one. Further down, here's this fight we care about so much. Ryan versus Goldberg versus Nakajima. I was on the left hand side. Nakajima was ahead of both of them at one point. Only for about a few seconds before Ryan got past and Goldberg must have got past. So, Boucher just aren't staying ahead of Lichtensteiner. There was not much in that, to be fair.
Well, they were side by side in the hairpin, I guess, and that's why Lichtensteiner was on the outside. I mean, this is a good race for Esther. They doesn't really need to push for. I think there is 3-point difference between 4 and 5th.
So beginning to actually look like this could be the year. Well, the Merc must have made a mistake somewhere because he was over a second ahead of.
Oh, here comes Cordova.
Down the inside.
Oh, too short.
No, the Merc must have made a mistake somewhere. He was over a second ahead. Not too long ago. So not sure if he just got a bad X out the final corner or what, but very weird there. But Cordova, I'm not Cordova in the Merc. Not the Cordova one right now. This is putting him back into the hunt for the win. With a couple of laps to go. Oh, Lichtensteiner again can't get it done on Boucher. That's probably been the main issue of overtaking the whole race. Because the track just slows from one long corner into another, there's no real opportunity to set up and move. Even though you've got the opportunity down the main straight, you've been caught up in so much dirty air for the entire lap. Normally you're just not feeling it. You see Boucher still staying ahead of Lichtensteiner.
And
Cordova's now
yeah,
dropped
1
right
second
back
gap is back.
behind. Oh, you can just see the pace that Nomura has, really. I think what happened is Cordova maybe used up a lot of his tyres early on in the race. He made that mistake on lap 5 as he was beginning to use them up a bit too much, so now he's just trying to conserve it and hold P2. So he looks like Boucher fighting still for P5. We have a couple of laps to go as Nomura's actually about to start the 9th lap of the race. So now got 4 laps to go. Nomura's set to win here. Followed by Cordova, Munat, Crown. And then this fight between Boucher and Licksteiner. I feel like Licksteiner was a bit slower for the first corner there.
Oh, Mendes made a
Mendes!
mistake.
Yeah.
Torres cannot overtake
That was
Mendes.
just too far back. He couldn't take advantage, he wasn't close enough. It's now stacked tonight and Lane but like. We'll have to wait and see.
That is moved by
Big
Lindquist
by,
on night. Inside. And Lindquist on the inside now, but it will be Knights on the inside. Yeah, but you can carry more speed. The outside this corner. Lindquist is now ahead.
now Knight's got to deal with Nicolao here. So, you know, Stefani and
Oh.
Nicolao.
Oh!
Well, I was
The
going
out
to say,
of
watch
nowhere.
out for Stefani and Nikolaev. Watch out for Ezio de Bonaventura. He will most certainly be getting a penalty for that one.
I think Roda also hit Nikolaev, or Nikolaev just spun on her own.
Well, I think Ezio's going to get a penalty for that one.
Maybe.
That's more clear cut, I feel.
Oh.
Yeah, now she came back on. Roda was there and she just tapped the side and couldn't get going again. So Nikolaev's now chance of her getting points has basically disappeared. You know, look at the gap from Singh down to Ryan. Ryan goes for it in Nakajima, the fight of the century that's going to be. But yeah, Ezio's going to have to pit, so...
Yeah. Atkinson and Dion into the points as Dion was wide.
Well, Nerva will be hoping that she gets all of her mistakes out now. And in all of this, Rodel, once Ezio pits, is somehow going to have a chance to forward a point for Shogun Yakai. It doesn't matter if there's pit stops or not, Shogun Yakai will still find a way to somehow get into the points. The Masters are staying out of trouble. I think that's an underrated aspect. But either way, there's better action in it.
Yeah, before this crash, Stoff would have 3 points, but now they have 4 points.
So part of the Grand Ezio master plan.
Absolutely worth it.
Yeah, so part of the Grand Ezio.
The issue is that Esther would score around 50 points, I think. 50, 60.
Lucia has now nicked the fastest lap off of Nomura. And she's now right onto the back of Crown. So Boucher is beginning to really put in the pace here. Perhaps early on in the race she was conserving to go for a more aggressive end to the race. Now going to try and hunt down Crown. 4th place, which we have seen her try to do at other times during this race, and it hasn't really paid off. But we'll have to wait and see. Modal's also got ahead of Ezio before Ezio even pit. So Modal's not going to be able to have a clear chase of Dion.
Ezio is missing the front part of the car.
Yeah, so he is going to pit. So we'll have to wait and see how this goes. But let's train for 4. Proud, Boucher, Licksteiner, and Nadia. Basically means that Nomura, Cordova, Munat is going to be a podium. So see DA trying to go by.
No, I think Cry got a gearbox. Sure, why is he? He's really slow.
She's not pitting.
Yeah, but as you can see, they hold up this train that Andy was able to overtake.
Nadia got ahead of Licksteiner. That's one of the envies. That's Mendes going down the inside.
Maybe Cry is losing power. And Hutchinson also. What happened to Hutchinson?
Oh, double DNF for Santos. Yeah.
I think it's not the first time.
Or DNF for Santos. Not good for them. But yeah.
So Andy lost
Torres is into
position.
8th. Yeah, DA's dropping back. One Paraguaya's already gone this race. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Torres is up into the top 8. Good result again for Drake. The 8th place be enough to jump to Bergian? 12 points. So,
But Gio
no,
is
they've been 1 point behind.
Gio is 1 place from
Well,
scoring
he's
point.
3 seconds behind Rodel.
Well, yeah, but we didn't expect
That's how
Ezio
Rodel
to
went.
crash into Nicola.
Well, we'll see, but as it stands, Drake are only 1 point behind
Oh.
Bergian. As Knight makes better contact with Lingus, but yeah. And that result would also mean that Upside Down are now as many points away from Drake as they have total points this season, 21. So, basically, Upside Down are relegated, unless they do a madness and sign like...
Oh, and there it is, Dion is out.
Oh, Dion's out? Oh, well,
That's Tibor getting to the point.
well, let's hope that doesn't happen tomorrow for her, because she starts reverse race on pole. Don't get it wrong, it'd be funny to laugh at Nürburgring again, but I feel like at this point we're just punching a dead cough. We're just punching a dead body, so...
Oh!
Oh, and Nakajima goes straight into the back of Goldschmidt.
It's Ezio tribute.
Yes, Nakajima was told to copy whatever Ezio does. Fortunately, what Kase didn't explain is to copy his pace and not his crashing. But that result means used up into the points, so Twergen now 2 points ahead of Drake. But onto the final
so
lap, they are
sabotaging
Twergen
Tibor so bad they are able to score points for the first time in like 5 weeks.
Last time Twergen got points was... That would be the first race at Magny-Cours. And even then, that's only because the entire midfield decided to blow up towards the end of this race. As we see Licksteiner flat going down the inside of Boucher and Mendes into this fight as well. On the final lap here, they're getting racy in the first race. Boucher, Licksteiner defending down the inside on Mendes. Torres might fancy a look down the inside, and DA might try and sweep right by the outside of him. Torres blocks that maneuver off. Mendes goes and gets ahead of Licksteiner right into the top 6. Good result for Envy this, because Munat is running 3rd. So Envy would get some much needed points after a tough few weeks with the team. Well, they're saying that they did get a 2nd place in the sprint race last summer, but prior to that, a lot of 10 to 20 point weekend races. We have a look here at the road or at Hugh. Yeah. Final lap of the race. The movement's going around the final sector. There's Torres defending from a DA. I've seen a lot of drama in this race towards the end of it, but it would appear as if they're all going to keep it clean on the final lap as the mowers come out the final corner to take the checkered flag. And at its home race, Kayosuke Nomura takes his 3rd win of the season, and he's going to finish ahead of Cordova and Munat. Danko Crowd picks up another impressive performance as she crosses the line 4th. Mariette Bashir in 5th, good result for Esther, good result for Envy and Mendes in 6th. Licksteiner is 7th, Torres crosses the line 8th, followed by DA and Knight at Wrangler's home race, running out the top 10. Then Lindqvist and Balajin. Rodel at Shogun Yukai's home race somehow ended up in the points ahead of you. Nikolaev just missed out after she got punted off by Ezio. Betsky will cross the line 16th ahead of Lim. O'Connor will cross the line in 18th ahead of Singh. And then we've got to wait a while because Ryan is going to cross the line in 20th position, which might be the highest he's finished for a long time, to be fair. Goldschmidt will cross the line last of those yet to not pit after he was punted by Nakajima. Ezio after he decided to try and spear Nikolaev into the ocean, is going to come through and take 22nd, with Nakajima the only other finisher behind him in 23rd. That's providing they both get to the checkered flag, with Dion, Lester, Hackinson, Firmino and Fabio. The 5 DNFs as Ezio comes around the final corner now. Finish in 22nd. It's going to wait a while for Nakajima to play to the checkered flag in Mars. And there we go, he takes the checkered flag.
And Lester retired somewhere. We missed that.
Well, let's do a tie, but I don't think he was in the point.
No, he
Yeah, we
wasn't.
did that. But the moment where his home race takes the checkered flag, his teammate Boucher got the fastest lap. Good weekend for Esther. Cordova got a much needed podium for Nürburgring, which, if I need to check this actually, yeah, good luck with them. With Envy and Moonat finishing third, first time they've picked up back-to-back podiums this season, which is pretty mental when you consider we're at about 9, and it is Envy. But there we go. And Crow in 4. Another good result for her. She's just continuing to carry Ironside on her back this season. That also does mean that Vanger have lost out on the Ironside versus Nürburgring versus Vanger battle. Down towards, what is that, 8th place? Yeah. So, now of course Draco right onto the tail of Tibergian. Outside down basically looked relegated. Right now, really anywhere. Santos continues to lose ground on the top 5. Platinum had a solid weekend to stay 5th. Envy will put away from them. White Maui will lose a bit of ground. I think they're going to end up 4th, but then obviously Esther pull away from Stockport at the top. So, sprint race tomorrow will be interesting, but.
Well, I mean, now Esther, who's got the big lead, and they need to keep this lead, because one bad weekend and they could be back into the top 4 rumble. Because as you can see, MV also has the pace, but Weimar right now looks much slower, but I think they can bounce back. Yes, same with Stoffel.
I think that Lingvis well, the issue of why Maui is after taking 4 podiums from the first 5 races, Lingvis has only picked up 1 podium and 8 races since. And outside of a good third place finish in the first race last about at World America, he's only scored 20, and then the 11th place today gives him 6. So that's what, excluding Road America, 26 points from 7 races. That could be the reason why Maui are now terrible, or a lot worse anyway. I think this has just declined the last few races. Leicester's been here or there, but he's mostly pressed in the sprint races. So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. So I think it will be Dion on pole.
Yeah, Leon starts to reverse race on pole. Obviously, after blowing up today, there'll be a bit of nervousness. Because this is
But it is
Nürburgring.
always a nervousness with Nürburgring.
Although the good news for Blind Maui is Lingvis does start 2nd. So there's that. Although Balajian and Mendes are right behind him, and also Torres is in 5th. So by no means are we expecting Lingvis to win, nor are we expecting Dion to win. In fact, we're most definitely not expecting Dion to win. Because this is Nürburgring.
Yeah, well, we will see.
We saw them already throw away 1 win today. So it's time for the double.
And we will see, and also we have ITCL tomorrow.
Yep.
The
Cool,
usual
so,
mess in ITCL.
Yeah, it was a very interesting qualifying, to put it nicely. Harrison didn't settle that, so he's got a lot to do. Java obviously on pole, he continues to look strong. Fairly normal looking top 10, Ravicas in her debut. Madison outside the top 10, Ramirez and Nemeth in what could be a good race for Outback. Finally. And then, of course, Flores at her first race at Red Star, starting 17th. Yeah, more disappointment for Mallard. Wait, no, Colin Nixon's back. He starts 5th. So Colin Nixon has woken up from his coma.
And that's a good qualifying. And
I mean, to be fair, fairly normal at the front, to be fair, with the likes of Advay, Waterford and Roto up there.
yeah,
Jarbo versus Sermon versus Van der in for the win. Advay versus Waterford versus Roto, who have been the 3 most consistently quick teams all year. I know Flatland are above Royal in the standings, but in terms of consistent pace, I'd put Royal above Flatland. So that'll be a very interesting fight. We'll see if the ITCL cars are better overtaking round here than the WTCL cars.
Yeah, so tomorrow make sure to tune in again. We will have exciting racing again. So see you tomorrow then. Goodbye.